Barcelona has returned to being the king of European football. Lamine Yamal,
Oh my goodness, what a player!
Raphinha,
Raphinha, left foot and strike from him to score!
Robert Lewandowski,
Slides that through to Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes for goal. Lewandowski scores. Surely the flag goes up. It stayed down.
Pedri, Gavi and Pau Kubasi. FC Barcelona currently boasts the most terrifying team in all of Europe, and it's no wonder that many try to downplay them. However, the reality is that after a troubled period when Barcelona itself didn't feel capable of competing against heavyweight rivals,
Que el culé, el barcelonista, el aficionado, el socio debe entender que la situación es muy difícil, la situación es complicada.
combined with the issue of some failed signings and humiliations that hurt the Blaugrana's heart to its core, today they are a goal-scoring machine and a stunning display of quality football, humiliating their opponents. Listen up, the numbers speak for themselves. This season, the Blaugranas have scored 114 goals in 37 matches, a chilling figure compared to the 110 goals in 53 matches during the last season under Xavi. Today, the best team in the world is at the top, and this is because Barcelona gives no quarter, crushing their rivals. The question we all ask is, how did Hansi Flick restore Barca to its rightful place as the top contender to win it all in every competition? Stay tuned, because here we tell you all about it. Flick has left all comparisons and debates behind, proving his worth with a solid, vertical and physically imposing style of play, and above all, with results that speak for themselves. In the first half of the 2024-25 season, Barcelona has achieved 23 notable victories, with 4 emblematic wins standing out. A commanding 4-1 against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, a 0-4 thrashing of Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu in La Liga, a 5-2 win over the Merengues in the Supercopa final, and a 5-4 victory against Benfica in Lisbon. Clearly, this team is exercising all the demons of its past. These performances showcase both the team's tactical prowess line by line and the offensive impact of Flick's approach. The German coach's strategy has boosted the performance of established players like Raphinha, Robert Lewandowski, Jules Koundé, Inigo Martinez, Lamine Yamal and Pedri, while also creating space for emerging young talents from La Masia, such as midfielder Marc Casado. Under Flick's system, these players have found the structure and freedom to fully exploit their potential. One of the key tactical features that define Flick's Barcelona as a truly intimidating team is their advanced defensive line. Hansi Flick has transformed Barcelona's defensive approach with a bold strategy, playing with a very advanced backline. At first glance, this might seem risky due to the high positionings of the defenders, but it has become a fundamental part of the team's success in the first half of the season. The secret of this approach lies in positioning the defenders, mainly Jules Koundé, Inigo Martinez, Pau Kubasi, Alejandro Balde, and more recently, Ronald Araujo, very close to the midfield, or even integrated into it. This setup allows them to constantly press the opponent's ball carrier, forcing them into making long, direct passes or committing errors that ease the recovery. In this way, Barcelona significantly reduces the space available for the opposition to build their attacks. The statistics support this bold strategy. In 37 matches, the team has forced 203 offsides, which averages out to 5.48 per game. This figure was especially significant in the league clash against Real Madrid, where Ancelotti's side registered 12 offsides, with 8 of them attributed to Kylian Mbappe, their most advanced attacker. This performance shows that Flick's tactic is not only effective, but it also redefines the way the game is pressed and controlled from the back. Hansi Flick has established the 4-2-3-1 as the base system at Barcelona, giving the team great flexibility to shift easily to a 4-3-3 depending on the match situation. This tactical approach, already proven during his time at Bayern Munich, allows the team to adapt to different scenarios without losing solidity. Within this system, young talents have taken on key roles. For example, Marc Casado has adopted a role similar to what Joshua Kimmich played at Bayern, allowing Pedri to enjoy greater attacking freedom through a dynamic position that adjusts to the opponent's pressure. Similarly, Raphinha plays a role reminiscent of Leon Goretzka, adding presence in the box and a versatility that brings surprise to the attack. One of the hallmarks of Flick's system is the asymmetry in attack. Barcelona position numerous players in the final third to create numerical advantages, allowing them to attack with a surplus and reach the scoring area effectively. Flexibility in player movement is essential. A clear example is Lamine Yamal, who rarely sticks to one position. He drops into midfield to receive the ball and creates danger from multiple areas, although his performance on the right wing remains crucial for Hansi Flick. This adaptable and asymmetric system not only optimises the transition between defence and attack, but also maximises the team's creative capacity, allowing each player to exploit their strengths according to the tactical demands of every match. In attack, Flick has fully exploited the talent of Barcelona's squad, creating an offensive network built on mobility and creativity. The key to this system lies in the offensive build-ups, which have been fundamental in reaching a total of 114 goals so far. This mechanism allows for fluid, dynamic play, increasing the team's ability to generate goal-scoring opportunities. Within the central corridor, layers are deployed at different levels connected by diagonal passing lines without neglecting the option of playing wide. Width is crucial for these connections to emerge, and it's precisely where players like Yamal on the right flank and Bold on the left expand the space between the opposing defenders. Furthermore, Flick has managed to create numerical superiority in key areas of the pitch, especially in the final third. By positioning Raphinha in an interior role and grouping him with Pedri, Fermin and Marc Casado, he creates an attacking block capable of surprising opposing defences with constant overloads and quick combinations. This strategy not only optimises the creation of chances, but also maximises the team's effectiveness in crucial moments. This leads us to our final point. Hansi Flick has imbued Barca with a direct attacking style centred on vertical passes aimed at reaching the opponent's goal as quickly as possible. This commitment to verticality has become one of the defining marks of the team under the German coach, benefiting numerous players in the process. One of the players who has made the most of this philosophy is Lewandowski, the Polish striker, Barcelona's top scorer with 29 goals in 32 matches. Has seen his attributes shine under this system, and his effectiveness in the opponent's penalty area has grown significantly. His role is to exploit the gaps left by opposing defences, facilitating the connection with the third man, typically a creative player like Pedri or Casado, as we saw in his goal against Real Madrid.
Casado slides that through to Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes for goal. Lewandowski scores.
This connection between Lewandowski and the third man enables Barca to link up quickly and vertically with the advanced midfield, accelerating the pace of their attacking play. Meanwhile, Raphinha has established himself as the main reference in direct attacks and has become one of the team's greatest weapons on the counter. In the next phase of the play, the objective is to send the ball into open space, allowing Raphinha, the fastest player in the squad in terms of dribbling and one-on-one duels, to face the goalkeeper in advantageous situations, as we observed in his goal against Bayern Munich. Under Flick's guidance, the Brazilian attacker becomes nearly undetectable in the moments before his explosive run into the opponent's final defensive line. Moreover, Raphinha alternates his role in attack, sometimes pairing with the striker up front, while at other times he makes deep runs from his right wing position. Now that we've explained what is happening tactically on the field under Hansi Flick's guidance, this success is possible because Barcelona has a squad that truly scares their opponents. Much of this success is due to Flick having players with enormous talent, especially Lamine Yamal. Apart from Kylian Mbappe, I can't think of another La Liga player with the pure talent of this 17-year-old. His 2 goals against Real Madrid.
He's got Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal into the roof of the net. He scored his first goal in a Clasico, and surely it's the goal.
And the video game level assists he provided to Raphinha clearly show what a sensational player he is. It doesn't matter who the opponent is or the importance of the match. Lamine always makes his presence known on the field. He definitely isn't afraid of big challenges. If you don't believe it, just ask Rabiot.
Que pour pouvoir jouer une finale d'Euro, faudra en faire bien plus que ce qu'il a fait jusqu'à présent.
Nice curl!
Every time Lamine Yamal touches the ball, something positive happens. Only a few players in Barcelona's history have created that constant sense of danger when they have the ball. Ronaldinho, Neymar, Messi, and now Lamine Yamal. This kid is an immediate offensive solution to any problem the team faces, a fact clearly reflected in his numbers this season. 11 goals and 15 assists in 32 matches. With those figures, Lamine has become a true superstar for the Culés. Although the team has other important figures, the face of this Barcelona is Lamine Yamal. At just 17 years old, he already carries the responsibility of performing at his best in every match, because when he isn't on the field or is sidelined with an injury, Barca loses a significant part of its offensive punch and their level drops, often costing them key results. When it comes to offensive lethality at Barcelona, Raphinha stands out as a key figure. Before the season began, his name wasn't even among the club's untouchables. The ups and downs following Barca's spending of over $60 million on his transfer from Leeds in the Premier League raised doubts. There was even talk of him leaving for Saudi football, taking advantage of the club's need for funds. Additionally, the signing of Nico Williams, after his impressive performance at the European Championship with Spain and the promise of a partnership with Lamine Yamal, further fueled uncertainty and criticism about Raphinha's future.
Una broma un poco de mal gusto y la gente tiene que respetar a los jugadores que están en el club. Una foto como esta, siento que fue un poco de falta de respeto conmigo, con mi trabajo.
Despite this adverse atmosphere, the Brazilian remained firm in his decision to stay and fight for Barca, and time proved him right. With Hansi Flick's arrival, his performance skyrocketed. He now has 24 goals and 13 assists so far this season. These numbers put him just one goal away from matching Vinicius Jr.'s production from last season, and with one more assist than the Real Madrid player had, numbers that supposedly made Vinicius a contender for the Ballon d'Or. This reaffirms his exceptional form. It's worth noting that these achievements have come in just 35 matches, positioning him as one of the candidates for this season's Ballon d'Or alongside Liverpool's Egyptian Mohamed Salah. Raphinha has transformed into a true leader within the team, taking responsibility in critical moments and expanding his role beyond that of a traditional winger. Hansi Flick has repositioned him in midfield to fully exploit his strengths, turning him into a versatile player. He assists, scores, dribbles past defenders, uses his speed to his advantage, and is lethal from long range. In La Liga, the Brazilian has scored 13 goals, making him the third highest scorer behind Lewandowski and Kylian Mbappe. Raphinha's decision to stay at the club and succeed has proven to be the right one, and his contribution has been decisive, as shown by his celebration in the Supercopa. Now we have to talk about Robert Lewandowski, the undisputed spearhead of Barcelona's attacking trio, a true marvel who, despite being 36 and having lost some speed and power, continues to demonstrate an unbreakable goal-scoring instinct. His romance with goals keeps him at the top of the scoring charts, both in La Liga and across Europe. The connection with Hansi Flick is palpable. Thanks to that mutual understanding, the veteran Pole is making the most of his abilities. He isn't just the top scorer, he's also willing to sacrifice himself and act in the team's best interest. With 32 goals and 3 assists in all competitions, Lewandowski stands as the main architect of the attack, fighting to win the Golden Boot, both in the league and in the Champions League. Flick's strategy, emphasising supreme verticality in the build-up, with Raphinha and Lamine Yamal generating deep passes, makes all the difference compared to Lewandowski's previous seasons. For example, under Xavi's command last season, the Polish striker managed 26 goals, but his presence on the pitch was lacking. Now, the dynamic is entirely different. Lewandowski doesn't feel threatened by sharing the spotlight. He's in a phase of complete maturity where he fully understands his role on and off the field. All in all, he is the goal man, the leader, and the key figure of Barca's attack, proving that experience and tactical intelligence can overcome any obstacle. Week after week, Lewandowski shows up as the man for goals. Even if his physical output may drop when his minutes are reduced, his goal-scoring instinct remains lethal. If you don't believe it, just remember his goals against Madrid and Bayern.
Casado slides that through to Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes for goal. Lewandowski scores.
Puede llegar el segundo. Sale Neuer. El arco abierto. Gol.
Now we need to talk about Barca's formidable midfield. But first answer to this question, are we witnessing the heir to Xavi and Iniesta at Barca? Without a doubt, Pedri Gonzalez has established himself as the true engine of the Blaugrana midfield. This young prodigy isn't just a promise, he's a living reality. Since his arrival, his influence on Barcelona's play has been decisive. And under Hansi Flick's guidance, he has evolved to become an indispensable piece of the team. Pedri has transformed into the central pillar of the team, recovering balls, orchestrating plays, and providing assists that break down opposing defences. His vision, determination, and ability to make a difference in crucial moments have turned him into the leader of the midfield, a true reference for both the present and future of the club. Flick's arrival on the bench brought a radical change in how Pedri's physical condition is managed. Known for his meticulous attention and a comprehensive approach to player development, Flick implemented a personalised fitness program for Pedri to boost his endurance and minimise injury risk.
Bueno, sobre todo pues un entrenamiento en gimnasio diferente, simplemente que trabajamos de una manera diferente, una manera que a mí en lo personal me viene mucho mejor y bueno.
This method not only strengthens him, but also optimises his workload by alternating periods of high intensity with strategic rest, keeping the young player fresh and in optimal condition for every match. This season, Pedri has emerged as one of the best versions of himself. He is the beacon that guides Barcelona's play, setting the team's rhythm and coming through in decisive moments. He literally sees passing lanes that no one else can, making him the true magician of Barca. So far, in the 2024 to 2025 campaign, he has registered 4 goals and 6 assists, marking his best figures since joining the club. Most impressively, he has missed only 1 match, underscoring his importance and consistency in Flick's system. Now we have to talk about Pedri's perfect partner, Gavi, a footballer who combines outstanding technical skills with a deep understanding of the game. His ability to adapt to different roles in midfield makes him invaluable for Hansi Flick's tactical setup at Barcelona. Vision and decision making. Gavi stands out for his ability to quickly assess game situations, choosing between progressive passes that break through defensive lines or safe passes that maintain possession. This duality allows him to balance risk and reward in his decisions. Gavi positions himself strategically between the opponent's defensive lines, providing passing options for his teammates and creating space in attack. His constant movement and reading of the game unsettle rival defences. For example, in his goal against Athletic in the Supercopa, the play started with a combination between Pedri and Alejandro Balde on the left wing. Balde raced down the flank and sent a low pass into the area. Gavi, demonstrating excellent anticipation, made a run and, from the penalty spot, struck a first-time shot that beat goalkeeper Unai Simon. This goal showcased Gavi's ability to join the attack from the second line and finish with precision. Gavi's versatility allows him to play in multiple positions in midfield, adapting to the team's tactical needs. His ability to balance both offensive and defensive responsibilities makes him an essential component in transitioning between both phases of play, and this has earned him the full confidence of Hansi Flick to the point of benching a player from Marc Casado's group who is having an impressive tournament. Now let's talk about this season's revelation, Marc Casado Torres. Hansi Flick recognised his versatility and tactical understanding immediately and promoted him to the first team, and these qualities have been crucial for the squad. Throughout the season, Casado has played 31 official matches, starting in 24 of them. Although he hasn't scored any goals, he has provided 6 assists, demonstrating his ability to create opportunities from deep positions. His discipline is evident in the 3 yellow cards and 1 red card he has received, showing a fine balance between aggression and control. Although his primary position is as a defensive midfielder, Casado has also proven his adaptability by playing as a right back when needed, helping the team maintain tactical cohesion in various situations. This player stands out for his ability to initiate plays from the defensive zone, averaging 65.7 passes per game with an accuracy of 90.7%, acting as a reliable link between defense and attack. His high pressing intensity and knack for winning the ball back have been crucial in Flick's strategy. In his last 3 matches, he has recovered 16 balls, demonstrating his effectiveness in breaking up the opponent's play and facilitating quick offensive transitions. Despite his youth, Casado has taken on leadership roles in key moments. In the 4-0 victory against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, he provided a decisive assist to Robert Lewandowski to open the scoring, showcasing all his virtues on one of the biggest stages in world football. In the Clásico on October 26, 2024, with the match still goalless, Casado received the ball in midfield and, spotting Lewandowski's movement, delivered a precise through pass that left the Polish striker one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Lewandowski calmly finished the play, opening the scoring and setting Barca on the path to a convincing victory. The issues caused by midfield overcrowding under Flick have intensified with the improved performance of Frenkie de Jong. The Dutchman has had a 2024/2025 season full of challenges and rumours about his possible exit from FC Barcelona. Even though he isn't at his best, his recent increase in playing minutes has shown a notable improvement in his game, complicating Hansi Flick's tactical decisions due to the fierce competition in midfield from talents like Marc, Casado and Gavi. So far this season, de Jong has played in 13 La Liga matches, scoring 2 goals and providing 1 assist. His passing accuracy is remarkable, averaging 72.97 passes per game with a success rate of 94.96%. Additionally, he has demonstrated defensive solidity with 25 successful tackles and winning 70% of his aerial duels. De Jong's resurgence has coincided with a drop in Marc Casado's performance, prompting Flick to reconsider his lineups. In recent matches, de Jong has started pushing Casado to the bench. This situation has sparked speculation about the future of both players, as keeping 2 high-level talents in the same position may become unsustainable in the long run. Despite rumours linking de Jong with clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool and even Chelsea, FC Barcelona has expressed its intention to keep him. Sporting director Deco has stated that renewing de Jong's contract is a priority for the club. However, internal competition and financial needs could influence future decisions regarding his stay. If the depth of the midfield wasn't enough, we must talk about Dani Olmo. Olmo returned to FC Barcelona in August 2024 with high expectations, but his season has been marked by ups and downs, influenced by registration issues, injuries and administrative challenges that have disrupted his continuity with the team. His start was promising after his transfer from RB Leipzig for approximately 60 million euros. Olmo made his debut on August 27, 2024 against Rayo Vallecano. Coming off the bench, he scored the winning goal in the 82nd minute, sealing a 2-1 victory for Barcelona. This auspicious debut hinted at a significant contribution to Barca's attack. Throughout the season, Olmo has played in 21 official matches, registering 6 goals and 3 assists. He has been key in important games, such as the Catalan derby against Espanyol, thanks to his ability to play in various attacking positions and adapt to Hansi Flick's tactical needs. Despite his initial impact, Olmo faced significant obstacles. Financial fair play issues prevented his registration in La Liga starting January 1st, 2025, leaving him without a spot and therefore unable to participate in official competitions, a situation that has since been resolved. In addition, muscular injuries limited his playing time to only 31% of the team's total minutes up to December 2024. But without a doubt, when this player is in form, he works perfectly as a substitute. And when he starts, he blends seamlessly, building great connections with Raphinha and Yamal, and creating the space necessary for Lewandowski. Now we have to talk about Hansi Flick's key defensive player, Pau Cubarsí. Despite being only 17, he has demonstrated an unusual technical maturity, establishing himself as a crucial component in Flick's system. His ability to make deep, precise passes has been fundamental in constructing the team's attacks. Moreover, he handles pressure from opponents perfectly, with impeccable timing and a positional maturity that has allowed Flick to push the defensive line forward without any hesitation. Cubarsí stands out for his vision, passing accuracy, qualities that enable him to effectively initiate plays from the back. His ability to anticipate the opponent's actions and correct defensive positioning reflects an advanced tactical understanding. Additionally, his proactive approach in defence and his adaptability to different situations make him a complete defender. This was clearly demonstrated in the final. Despite his youth, Kubazi showed remarkable composure under pressure in a high-stakes Clásico. His positioning was flawless as he anticipated the opponent's moves and made key interceptions that frustrated Real Madrid's attacking efforts. Although Real Madrid managed to open the scoring early with a goal from Kylian Mbappé, the defence led by Kubazi quickly reorganised, minimising spaces and limiting clear opportunities for the opposition. His understanding with teammates like Íñigo Martínez and Alejandro Balde was evident, forming a cohesive defensive line that managed to contain constant threats from stars such as Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, even when playing a man down. In the recent match against Valencia at Mestalla, where Barcelona demolished their opponents, the Catalan defender delivered a surgical pass, a play that ultimately resulted in a goal. Since Hansi Flick's arrival, Kubazi has experienced remarkable development in his game. The German coach has trusted his talent by giving him significant minutes, which has accelerated his maturity on the pitch, an essential factor for his position. The internal competition in defence, with players like Ronald Araujo, Íñigo Martínez and Eric Garcia, has pushed Kubazi to elevate his performance, solidifying his status as an undisputed starter. The defence is further reinforced by Ronald Araujo, who, after returning from injury, has delivered an imposing performance, confirming himself as one of the world's best centre-backs. Moreover, Flick once again benefits from having a deep defensive lineup, thanks to Íñigo Martínez, who has given us an outstanding season. Now let's talk about the flanks of the Catalan club, starting with Jules Koundé, who has been a standout figure in FC Barcelona's defence thanks to his consistency, versatility and ability to influence both defensive and offensive duties, making him the perfect partner for Lamine Yamal. His performance has been key in Hansi Flick's tactical setup, establishing him as one of the best fullbacks in the world. Since November 15th, 2023, Koundé has played 71 consecutive matches for FC Barcelona, accumulating a total of 6,522 minutes during that period. This impressive record positioned him as the player with the most minutes played worldwide in 2024, highlighting his physical endurance and unwavering commitment to the club. Although his primary role is defensive, Koundé has also proven to be an attacking threat. In the 2024-2025 season, he has contributed 3 goals and 7 assists in 37 official matches, showcasing his ability to join the attack and create scoring opportunities, a role he naturally complements with Lamine Yamal. Originally brought in as a centre-back, Koundé has demonstrated remarkable adaptability by performing effectively as a right-back. This flexibility has allowed Hansi Flick to optimise the team's defensive structure, solving a positional issue that had been problematic in previous seasons. Defensively, Koundé has maintained a high level of performance. In 42 matches this season, he has helped secure 12 clean sheets and has been part of a defensive line that has conceded 42 goals. His ability to anticipate plays and make crucial interventions has been vital for the team's solidity. On the other flank, Alejandro Balde has been a fundamental piece for FC Barcelona under Hansi Flick's direction. His performance has been marked by consistency, versatility, and the ability to influence both defense and attack. Throughout the season, Balde has played in 32 official matches, contributed 6 assists, and scored 1 goal, a goal where he showcased his speed, agility and all the resources he possesses, particularly evident in his performance against Real Madrid. His ability to break down defences on the left flank and generate opportunities has been key in the team's offensive scheme. Moreover, his skill in linking up with midfielders and forwards has facilitated quick and effective transitions, exactly what Hansi Flick demands. Defensively, Balde has shown notable, improvement, playing in 32 matches and receiving only 3 yellow cards with no red cards. His knack for anticipating plays and providing timely covers has strengthened Barcelona's defensive line. The discipline he exhibits on the pitch reflects his maturity and tactical understanding, qualities that Hansi Flick has successfully nurtured. Just as with all areas of the Catalan club, the goalkeeping department is not an everyday battleground for the starting spot. The choice between Iñaki Peña and Szczęsny has been influenced by various tactical and disciplinary factors. An incident in the Supercopa de España, where Peña arrived late to a tactical meeting, resulted in him being benched in the final against Real Madrid. Since then, Szczęsny has maintained the starting position, although his performances have sparked debate due to occasional errors, such as his red card in that final. Despite these challenges, Szczęsny's experience has been decisive for Flick in making his decisions. This situation has taken an emotional toll on Iñaki Peña, who, according to sources, is going through a difficult period after losing his starting spot. Meanwhile, Szczęsny continues adapting to Barcelona's style of play, aiming to cement his role as a key piece in Flick's system. The rivalry between the two goalkeepers could ultimately benefit the team's overall performance, provided it is managed properly by the coaching staff. And that's not all. On the bench, there are players like Ferran Torres, Fermin Lopez, Pau Victor, Gerard Martin, Eric Garcia, Hector Ford, among others, who make Hansi Flick's FC Barcelona a truly formidable squad, ready to compete for every title.